Welcome back, everyone. Norlox, welcome back. Allison, welcome back. Marshmallow, welcome back. I have heard that people are choosing Sliced over the NBA Finals tonight.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I think, right? That sounds amazing.
I'm very flattered by it, not gonna lie.
Yeah, super flattered. Especially since I learned last week from you, Nick, after last episode, that Sliced is a sport too. Like, this is a sport, like data science sport. So, it hadn't really like clicked for me until you're like, oh, playoffs and odds, and like, oh, this is the stuff that happens in sports. And I'm like, oh yeah, oh my god, I'm a fan of a sport now. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that
it's a lot
is
of
true.
fun.
Can I tweet Slice progress throughout the night? You can definitely tweet.
Please.
You can definitely tweet that. You can absolutely do that. You can do all sorts of stuff with that hashtag. Live tweet the entire show. We've had people do that. Ozma has done that. Craig Man has done that. You know?
I live tweet during the show.
If you have the bandwidth, Meg, feel free.
I schedule tweets, that's what I do. So, yeah.
Welcome back, One Down. Welcome back, everyone. Ethan, welcome back. Everyone, if this is your first time coming in early into the show, if this is your not your first time coming back into the show, welcome and welcome back. It's always really awesome to see everyone showing up super early. I tell the folks who are in my streams, not just on Slice nights, my favorite part is being able to talk to chat. So I know I don't get to do that much when I'm doing Sliced, but believe me, I read chat, and every now and then I get to pick out a message. But yeah, thanks for coming in early, and us being able to talk to you is nice. Welcome back, Coder. Welcome back, Eat Game Love. Pretty amazing lineup tonight, y'all. I hope y'all are ready for some absolute drama. Okay.
Yes. I don't know why, like, more than any other episode, I suspect drama is, on the horizon.
Drama is on the horizon. I think tonight, more than ever, drama is the, there's gonna be a drama calling card, I think. I think so. Yeah. And brethren, welcome back. Gregory UT, welcome back. Is UT, Utah? Is that Gregory, Utah?
That would be my guess. Let's see.
Well, welcome back, Sam Crane. It is not Utah. It's just Gregory Oot.
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 All right. Let's see. When does our show start? At 6 p.m. All right. Let's do. I'm still scheduling tweets here.
Dude, I'm the worst tweeter. Like,
you're scheduling tweets. Yeah.
I'm so bad at tweeting.
Yeah, mine are not in all upper caps. I do use like some uppercase. I feel like it's part of the brand, but I mix it up a little bit more.
Chat, just so y'all know, we have heard your calls, and we're gonna try to bed music. It's gonna be at this level throughout the contest. It's no copyright sounds, so not DMCable, so hopefully this doesn't mute my streams, but I hope y'all enjoy just a little white noise in the background while we do this. With that said, it's time for some very much in-your-face noise. So
awesome.
We're gonna go for a second. I'm gonna go set up Meg, and then I'll be back in about, how long is the intro now? 4 minutes?
It's like 4 or 5 minutes, yeah.
Okay. See y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, Meg.
Thank you.
Welcome back, me.
Welcome back, Nick. Welcome back, chat. Welcome back, contestants.
Thanks
Who cannot hear us right now, but
thanks everyone for coming into another week. Episode 6 of Sliced. This is lap 2 in the second show of lap 2. We got 4 contestants tonight. You've seen them before, and they are now fighting for their playoff contention lives. So let's just take a look at the contestants, and I don't know, Meg. What do you expect to see tonight from some of the contestants? I know a lot of them have been training up to this point. A lot of them have a lot of bye weeks in between their last lap. What are you expecting to see maybe tonight?
I'll be honest, like the thing that I really want to see is what costume Jessie is wearing. She was wearing a frog suit last week. I really want to see what she's wearing tonight. But I would love to see Adrian to make sort of a Landon style comeback, that, you know, the kind of comeback that Landon Pixel made from the pilot to the season. That's what I think would be incredible to see. But I'm sure we'll see all kinds of drama regardless.
Absolutely. And without further ado, let's hear from the contestants and see who's coming up on the show tonight, y'all.
My name is Jessie Mostapak, and I am a data science evangelist at our studio.
Kyle Ligon, Northern Illinois University.
Adrian Medina, senior data analyst, and thanks for having me.
My name is Jordan Wilheim, and I'm a data scientist.
Those are 4 contestants, y'all. Again, you've seen them before. Right now, we are on Jessie Mostapak's screen. What do we got on Jessie tonight, Meg?
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about Jessie. So Jessie would like us to know that she does lots of digital art outside of data science, and she absolutely loves working on motion design projects, especially. She is a new streamer on Twitch. She does games like Final Fantasy as well as data science. But she's also been learning Brazilian Portuguese. She's eaten dinner with Oliver Sacks a couple of times. They've once celebrated their birthdays together, in fact. She was a high school science teacher in New York City, and Buffalo pizza is the best pizza. Jessie's a very well-rounded individual.
Yeah, and Jessie last time, I know Jessie has quite the audience, so let's hear it for the Jessie, Team Jessie in chat. Where are y'all at? All right. While we're talking about this, I know people are spamming exclamation data. I'm so happy you are. Feel free to do it again, y'all. It is ready for you. Next on the list here, we have Kyle Ligon. Let's talk a little about Kyle Ligon, Meg.
Sure. Kyle says that he's into some real boomer shit, which I guess he defines as Rocket League, the Packers, Duke Blue Devil basketball, and trying to figure out how Attack on Titan is going to end. He is our Season 0 winner, meaning our pilot season, so we'll see how he performs today in his second episode of this season, Lap 2.
All right, and yet again, welcome back, Kyle Ligon, champion from the pilot season. Up next, we have Adrian Medina, and he definitely was very interesting in his first lap. What are we looking forward to tonight from Adrian?
Yeah, what are we looking forward to tonight? I'm really excited. I hope to see some time spent on data visualization from Adrian tonight. But he really needs to kind of pull things off in all categories to have any chances of advancing to the playoffs. Outside of data science, Adrian is into playing guitar, spending time with his family and dogs, hanging out with friends, and rooting for his favorite sports teams, who I still haven't asked him who his favorite sports teams are. Hopefully nobody playing in the NBA, whatever
the
thing is going on tonight, because he's pretty busy right now. But the Cowboys are playing in the NBA playoffs tonight. Thanks, Ethan. Great.
Oh my God. Last but not least, let's go to the person who won their group in the first lap, Jordan Wilheim. And what do we know about Jordan Wilheim tonight, Meg?
Jordan Wilheim is not a man of many words, but hopefully he is a man of many lines of code. So the only things that we know about Jordan are that he loves fixing and riding bicycles and backpacking. A fun fact that he has to share with us is that he once raced in a 24-hour bicycle ride on a tandem. I saw somebody on a tandem bike today on my daily bike ride.
What's it like?
It was not Jordan. Neither person was Jordan, but
well, we know Jordan's ability is definitely in his coding. He clearly has done it using modeling specifically, and we'll see if he comes back tonight with possibly the strongest model. In this case, we are looking at Twitch data, which is very apt for the platform we stream on. What's the data set like, and what are they looking for tonight, Meg?
Yeah, so I'm really excited about today's data set. It's pretty different from data sets that we've done in past episodes. So they'll be working with a data set about like historical Twitch popularity and different metrics around like games that were streamed on Twitch. Yeah, it's a historical data set, and what they'll be doing is sort of like a predict the future, predict like rank task. So for the month of May 2021, they have to predict the rank of the popularity of the top 200 games on Twitch. So it's a pretty it looks like a pretty like deceptively simple data set, but I think the challenge is quite different from previous weeks, and yeah, excited to see how our contestants kind of receive it, or you chat if you decide to participate along with our contestants.
See, I was thinking that because it's ranking and it's 200, and in my opinion, these contestants are so good, I wouldn't be surprised if they got 100% accuracy. So in the event that, let's say all 4 contestants have 100% accuracy, they got 1 through 200 correct, how do we decide the tiebreaker, Meg?
Yeah, so the tiebreaker, you can see I actually accidentally made a submission to the public leaderboard already. So in the event of a tie, the winner is really just based on who gets their correct prediction in earlier. And again, this is not just who makes the first submission, but you have to pick you choose your submission that you want to be evaluated on the private leaderboard among up to 10 submissions that you can make throughout the 2 hours. So whoever gets, if somebody does pull off 100% accuracy, it's whoever sort of like chooses that prediction that came in earlier first. And that will also apply to chat. So as in past weeks, we also have our audience participation prize. So if you're following along, downloading the dataset, making submissions, the prize for our top chat or audience contestant is some Kaggle swag, or swaggle as we've dubbed it, and then a code to redeem a free NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute training course.
That is correct. And definitely a big shout out to our supporters. Shout out to our studio. Thank you for the support this season. Also a big shout out to Streamlit. Thank you, Streamlit, for your support. And another big special thanks to NVIDIA. Thank you for the support, NVIDIA. And we'll be talking about those giveaways and how to get your how to get more swag as we stream, not just on Slice, but also on all the other nights I stream. Let's hear from Jordan. If you don't remember Jordan, chat, let's hear a little about Jordan right now.
My name is Jordan Rolheim. I work as a data scientist for a genetic testing company focusing on clinical genetic testing. I did my undergrad at UC Davis, and I did my master's at Northeastern University. So I'm left-handed, and this is actually a left-handed guitar. Left-handed guitars are quite unusual to find in the wild. So I've learned how to play a right-handed guitar as well, upside down. I like playing a lot of folk music. I like doing a lot of finger picking. I've been playing a lot of old Bob Dylan stuff lately. In the first season of Slice, I did have some of the best models. I wouldn't say I'm the best at storytelling or visualization, but my models are pretty good. On the first episode of Slice last season, it was very exhilarating to have the best model. Definitely felt like my blood pressure went up, like my heart was beating. I just had this rush, and I'm really chasing that rush again.
And what does Jordan have to do tonight to maybe find himself in the top 4, Meg?
Well, I wish that it were any kind of data visualization, because I would want that to give him the rush that he seeks. But really, if he wants to continue being lawful evil, all he needs to do is earn 27 points, which he can do through doing what he does best, which is just topping out at modeling. So if he wins modeling and only modeling, he'll get 30 points, and he would knock Kyle and Adrian out for sure. So that's all that Jordan needs to do tonight. But I would still personally love to see a little bit more time spent on data visualization. This is, I think, Jordan's 4th episode on Sliced. So let's see him bring something different, even though he totally does not need to.
Yeah,
that's just my take.
Getting 27 points, you could definitely get that in a myriad of ways. I think the lawful evil approach would be to just drop everything and dive straight into modeling. But if he went with the golden feature and the best data viz, that could also very well get him to 27 points. And of course, if he wins chat and maybe comes in 2nd place in data viz, he could also get 27 points that way. Speaking of golden features, what are they looking for tonight, Meg?
Yeah, let me tell you what they're looking for tonight. So we've got a data set where they're dealing with ranked data. So one of the things that we want to see, and this is our 5-point golden feature tonight, is a bump plot with rank. So looking at, for instance, the top ranked games streamed on Twitch over time, and then how that rank changes over time. And then the 10-point golden feature is something that we're doing a little bit different this time, kind of going for sort of more of like an insight-driven golden feature. We've seen a lot of great insights from our contestants over the past several weeks, and this one that we want to see this week is some kind of visualization of a kind of flash in the pan effect. So are there any sort of one-hit wonder kind of data sets, or games in this data set? So we want them to visualize these short-lived but momentarily popular games on Twitch. So we'll see if that is one of the insights that our contestants will extract. That would be worth 10 points. So a bump plot, and then a visualization of this flash in the pan effect.
That's right. And I see D-Rob in chat. If I understand this, the public leaderboard is going to be less informative than ever. It will either be, because it's only 1% of the data, that means it's only 2 rows.
That's right. So yeah.
It could either be 0, 50, or 100, and that's it. And to be honest, I kind of like it, Meg.
Yeah, I mean, when we were, designing changes from the pilot to this first season of Sliced, like one of the things that we did was we moved from, Nick doing all of the hand grading, so to speak, himself in a collab notebook, to using Kaggle to do the leaderboard. And one of the things we talked about is like, is it okay that there's this public leaderboard throughout the show? And we were kind of like on the fence about it, and we ultimately decided that it was, worth kind of some of the trade-offs, and, has, I think, added kind of a unique dimension to the audience participation, etc., of the show, kind of a psychological kind of thing for our contestants. But, the intention for Sliced from the pilot was to not have any kind of leaderboard during the show. So this sort of is one way that we're almost kind of replicating that kind of same conditions that we had with the pilot season. So that is one of the elements of drama that I kind of will be interested to see how that kind of plays out tonight. Is exactly that, D-Rob.
Absolutely right. And I think the most interesting part about the ranking this time is there were absolutely other ways we could have gone with the metric, but I feel like let's get back to what we originally intended, and that was data science meets drama. And I think we will be bringing much of that drama here tonight with simply just accuracy. So we'll see how they do.
That's right.
I'm excited to see how they calculate it. Now, folks out there might be wondering, if you haven't read the docs, the ranks 1 through 200. It's actually based off hours watched. So one particular path that folks might be doing is predicting on hours watched. And I see in chat, this might be some sort of forecasting or some sort of time series type approach. That's very true. But you can also do a good amount with all the other information about viewers and viewership as well. We'll see how folks use the very little that they have in categorical variable, which is just game, to extract the most accurate information about the ranking. So very, very excited. We see Jordan Wilheim here. Jordan was not necessarily so happy that chat wasn't behind him in his first outing as a SLICED contestant this season. I'm hoping that Data Dude, as he's called in chat, has won the hearts and minds of folks, because he did come out of his episode as the top modeler. We'll see if he brings that heat again. We'll go over here to Adrian's screen. Adrian's already outlining a way to attack this problem.
His timer.
I think he might also be doing a Pomodoro effect, just like how Kyle did in his lap 1. And it is 9 p.m. It is hands-on keyboard time, and they are going. We're over here with Jessie Mostapak's screen, and you can see she is dropping in all her libraries. She already wrote out some notes for herself. Again, just what she might be going for in terms of golden features, and also how to group some of this data together. We'll see if Jessie's current plan will take effect as she pushes through the night here. And Kyle Ligon, of course, last lap, Kyle started off with Tableau, and here we are again, Meg.
Yes.
We are in Tableau.
So he's not changing anything about his strategy. We're back in Tableau. That did, if I recall correctly, did ultimately serve him pretty well in the data visualization score. Is that right? I'm trying to remember.
Well, he did do really, really well with data viz. I think
not thanks to Tableau.
Well, I think so. The issue with Kyle was. And this is also sort of the effect of working in multiple environments. When you start loading in data in multiple places, you don't necessarily get all that work and effort that you pivoted and you merged your data sets into, and you don't get to keep that when you move out of that environment. So in Tableau, he's doing all this work to make these amazing data viz, and he has just beautiful interactive panels, and they just look very clean and sharp. But what we won't have is any of that work translating back over into our environment. He has to start from scratch, right? So
Yep, that's right. Before we get too far, I want to kick off my typical prediction, which is, will one of our contestants submit before the half-hour mark? And was it last week that we had a contestant submit? I think just moments after 9:30.
It was seconds. I think it was literal seconds.
I think it was literal seconds. So let me go ahead and kick that off. I want to kick it off soon, because I think that I think our contestants may feel a little bit of pressure to submit earlier maybe than they usually would, because we did give them a little bit of leading information to say that, in the case of a tie, the earlier submission is the winner. So they know they have some incentive. They don't know, why necessarily yet, but they know they may feel some incentive to make a submission earlier than they normally would.
That's correct. And yet again, chat, Just wanted to let you know, the music you hear is definitely the music through the stream. We heard you loud and clear. We're going to try it out this week to bed a little music in the background. I'm sorry if that is not your typical experience, but there was enough people to say it would be nice if there was some background noise. We're going to give it to you this week.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
We're on Jessie's screen right now. She is saying when they didn't eliminate you in Lab 1, so you come back stronger. This is truly a...
stronger?
You know, this is...
Oh.
This is definitely some strong meme game from the meme queen herself, Jessie.
I mean, no one got eliminated in lap 1 technically, but yeah, I mean, we'll allow it. Everybody came back stronger.
I think the fun part about folks who are not necessarily so familiar with sports or aren't like invested into sports like some of the other contestants is the idea of a regular season. Is like a little different when we're talking about data science because, you know, what is a regular season? Well, it is just multiple events of the exact same competition, trying to figure out like how good you are over a test of many different looks and a lot of different opportunities. In our case, every contestant gets 2 swings at doing sliced, and then the top 4 go on to the playoffs, and then another 4 get voted in. And we'll talk about that a little later in the stream.
So Nick is sliced in this data set? I mean, are we a game on Twitch?
I think we would count as science and technology, but yeah. I hate to say it, Meg, I don't know if science and tech is one of the top 200 categories on Twitch.
But, I mean, with chat's help, we could make it one.
You know, chat, that's true. If you haven't brought in a friend or you haven't brought in your coworkers, let them know. We're hanging out here and making friends. How many people in chat have made some friends or connections through Sliced? Any vote yay? If so, y'all, vote yay. Let's go over here back to Adrian's screen. Remember, Adrian was split between Python and R last lap, and he is very much splitting. He is splitting R and Python yet again. We got.
He says hashtag sorry haters there at the bottom. If you can't see, it's a little cut off. But yeah, he is not apologetic about his approach.
He is slicing into languages, and that is very much true. He'll be slicing in both Python and R. We saw this last time. Definitely chaotic, and yet again, just like how Kyle is doing Tableau right now and coming back over to R later, Adrian will be working with somewhat of a similar problem. Anything he's doing in the Python space, he's going to have to either migrate that stuff over into R, or he has to migrate his stuff from R over into Python. So you're going to definitely lose some ground in terms of translating between the languages, but perhaps his comfortability will make up that loss of speed. And we do see Jordan, lucky you, Meg, we're seeing some data viz. And look at this. This is specifically League of Legends.
League of Legends,
League of Legends by year.
Nice.
Yeah. We are seeing folks saying vote yay. Vote yay is sliced connections. People making friends through sliced. If not in chat, on the Discord, !Discord. If you're not in there, keep up with us offline. And also on Twitch, on Twitter, using that hashtag sliced, using the sliced hashtag.
Now what is this that he's looking at? Is this a different game?
Still League of Legends. I think he's just trying to...
different. Okay.
Yeah, he's going through different plots. He was on bar. He's now looking at area under the curve.
What about a bump plot?
We'll see. We'll see if he could spell league correctly as well. Ooh, so close.
It's an E, yeah.
You know, that U really throws me off. That's true. League may have peaked in 2020. Yeah, that is some sag. Let's go over to NS Champs, who is working over the Tableau notebook here. This is Kyle Ligon, y'all. While that's happening, let's look at Jessie, who's already going with some different plots than we've seen from the other two. Looks like she's trying to
Visualize the data set, yeah.
Assess some
In a
missing
way.
data. And yet again, Jesse going deep into the memes with the Good Place gifs, it seems.
That's right.
So we will see if the lack of missing data is either a blessing or a curse for Jesse Mostapek here. Let's go back over to Adrian Kadena Medina. Adrian giving himself a timer. Looks like I'm unsure what this timer is supposed to signify, Meg. What do you think he might be trying to Pomodoro here?
I don't know if it's a Pomodoro, if he's literally keeping track of the 2 hours that he has to live code tonight, perhaps. I don't know if it's, maybe he's going to be like, I don't quite know what he's doing in Python versus R, but may kind of like delineate when he wants to like be able to switch from one task to the next. I'm not really sure.
I'm going to be pretty excited to see Adrian. Adrian does have a pretty steep hill to climb, and we'll talk about that when we cover Adrian not too long from now. Let's go back over to Jesse Mostapek, and she is looking more at some descriptive statistics, some summary stats, plotting some of her summary stats here. This is something we've seen not just from Jesse, but from pretty much all contestants so far. Visually inspect your data on top of just numerically looking at the central tendencies. Good on Jesse Mostapek. Starting out with some good coding data science practices here. Here's Jordan Wilheim with his own look, taking a look at just the top 20 sorted values. It looks like we're looking at peak viewers. Now,
Interesting.
yeah, I wonder if he's going to try to do something with peak viewers or try to feature engineer something through peak viewers. Something I saw in Jesse's notes, she thinks that one of the golden features might be something to do with feature engineering, like a ratio of something to something. That obviously is not the case, but I am it's kind of like a flattering to know that I'm the feature engineering golden feature person.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, either way, it could, pay off if she visualizes that in the data visualization portion of our point. So that's, very exciting to see if Jesse will end up going there tonight.
And someone in chat is asking about the golden features, Meg.
Yeah, let me tell you again about our golden features. So our contestants can find up to 15 additional points each throughout the course of their live coding tonight. And there's 2 golden features worth 5 points and 10 points. The first 5-point golden feature is to create a bump plot with rank. So they're working with ranking data, so only natural that we wanted to see some kind of like time series plot of rank, so a bump plot with rank. The second golden feature is a 10-point golden feature. This is maybe our first sort of like insights-based golden feature. What we want to see is some kind of analysis that visualizes a flash in the pan effect, or looks for kind of a flash in the pan effect. Are there these like short-lived popular games, kind of like one-hit wonders in the data set? Can they find something like that? So that's the 10-point. Yeah. I'm
personally interested to see if there are particular games that pop up, probably near the bottom of the list, like in the near the 200 rank. They're in there for a second and they leave. Some of these games. I think one of these, a game that I'm playing right now, One Hand Clapping, might actually be in like the bottom 200 by the end of this month. It would be, I don't think that game's in this particular data set, but games like that, like...
Do you want a lot of people watching you play that game, Nick?
I am a god gamer, Meg, okay? I am so good at one hand clapping. Here we are with Jesse Mostapek. She is continuing to look through some of her data. We see Kyle Ligon. He has his first... looks like a scatter plot. He looks like he's actually just looking for correlations at this point. but his dashboard is being developed as we speak over here on Jordan Wilheim's screen. He's still he is I thought he was about to find something, Meg, but it actually is specifically the special events quote unquote game.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not looking for special events as in a one-hit wonder game. Yeah,
that's right.
So close. I mean, already I'm pretty satisfied. I literally just said maybe 15 minutes ago, I want to see Jordan do some data visualization, and so obviously pleased that he's spending some time on it. So
that's right. How are y'all doing in chat, everyone? I do see so many familiar names. So happy that y'all are coming in early tonight. Just starting. They got their data set about 30 minutes ago. They've been hands on keyboard for the last 15 minutes. Here's Jesse Mossapack with another meme. So, we'll see. We'll check in on Jesse's stream not too long from now when we talk about Jesse Mossapack. Let's go back over to Adrian, Kadena, Medina, and Adrian 15 minutes in. Hands on keyboard. Looks like he is already coming up with a model. Actually just splitting his data up right now.
yeah,
So he'll grab his train test split and he'll be working through some of his first models. We do see over on they're going, Mag. There's just so much to look at right now. Everyone is all over the place right now.
yeah. This is I mean, it's a I think easy data set to kind of get started on. We'll see how how things are progressing towards the end of the night, but really early data visualizations.
Yes.
I thought it was interesting, I think Kyle's data set with that he had on his episode from Lap 1 was the Superstore data set, which lends itself very well to BI and Tableau. This is a very different data set, so yeah, it's definitely interesting to see him still spending time on that.
Absolutely. And before we jump into perhaps a little more in-depth look at one of the contestants, I just want to give a big shout out to Unclean Nasty Fingers. Thanks for that sub. It was an offline sub, Meg. Did you know we got offline subs?
Oh, we get an offline. Oh, cool. Very nice.
And then we also have David J. Jackson. Thank you for that Twitch Prime sub, my friend. If you want your viewing experience unsullied by ads from Twitch, feel free to use that Twitch Prime subscription on this channel. That will give you a ad-free experience. I hit no ads during these streams, so the only ads you see are the ones forced on me by Amazon. So, let's go over to Jessie's screen. Is Jessie doing something right now, or am I frozen on her screen?
I don't know. That's what I see when I check out her screen as well.
Okay, well, we might have to dive into her stream and see how's it going there. Adrian getting through some initial modeling stuff. We see Jordan with somewhat of... oh, here we go. More eyes on Twitch. Months 1 through 4. He looks like he's breaking up into quarterly looks. So that'll be pretty interesting to see if he gets anything. If he chunks time into quarters, I wonder how he's going to be able to predict literally May 2021. Right. So.
Yeah. Unless his strategy is he's really still like going hard for some data visualization points. Who knows?
That's right. Let's go back over to Kyle Ligon. He was working on... Okay, it looks like he is trying to update the music. And now that it's updated, he is going back to some Tableau. And as a person who has seen a lot of dashboards, as a person who's seen a lot of data visualization, and Meg, as a person who's also probably seen tons and tons of different visualizations and ways to send them, how are your feelings about Tableau, Power BI, and these kinds of interactive dashboard data visualization software?
I mean, honestly, I like Tableau quite a lot. I haven't used it in a super long time, but I used a lot of Tableau, in my first gig, which was as a data scientist. It is actually, I thought, not a bad way to get some, quick kind of cuts of a data set and visualize it before I switched over to our studio, in fact. So honestly, my approach was not too different from Kyle's here. But I think that's kind of maybe a little bit more unorthodox use of Tableau. I think typically it is used for more dashboardy style stuff. I don't know, a dashboard is as good as it is as the operationalization that goes into it, which is, I think, almost more important perhaps.
Meg, Kyle is so close to a bump plot right now.
I know. I'm yeah, okay, here we go. This could be getting pretty close.
He is so close. He has top ranked games over time. A bump plot, if X is just rank, or if Y is rank, and X is time, and if he can turn the lines into the colors, we might have a bump plot very, very soon.
Yes, I'm gonna keep an eye on Kyle.
And while we're here on Kyle, while we are waiting for him to do that, maybe we should hear from the Bird Gang man, the leader of the Bird Gang himself. Oh, wait, hold on. He might have it. It's so close, Mag. He's so close. He just needs to change the hue.
Little cube. He's got a cube plot. He's literally trying to figure out how to make a bump plot in Tableau right now. Yeah. I don't know. I would make it in R, maybe. Yeah. Maybe that'd be easier. He's trying to change it to line.
Oh my goodness. This is frustrating to watch, Mag.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. He's trying to figure out what he's doing wrong.
Oh, he just needs to turn. It's not facets. He needs to turn these all into color.
He needs a factor like color. Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
Oh no, is he giving up here?
Yeah, he's giving it a title, which concerns me that he may be giving up.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. This would be one of those one-hit wonders we were looking for. Not that Valorant isn't a very popular game, but in terms of the top 200s, they may pop in and out of the top 200 just because they are a new game, and this is a look in terms of year, I believe. Oh my goodness. Well, while we are waiting for Godot here, Meg, let's hear from Kyle Ligon himself. Kyle Ligon, let's hear from the leader of the Bird Gang.
Hey everybody, I'm Kyle Ligon. I'm a data scientist in health insurance consulting. I've transitioned to data science from being a math and stats teacher at the high school level. I'm bringing in the Bird Gang. We are coming for the knife. The slice knife is ours this season. Ladies and gentlemen, going to be an absolutely wild season where I'm going to have to fight and claw for my life to make it into the playoffs, finals, semifinals, whatever it is. Being able to have an action plan and execute that action plan in a 2-hour period is something that I already have down. I've already exhibited that in the first season of Sliced. And so I'm ready for you to spam the bird emotes in chat. I am ready for your bird signs. Let's go. Rise up. All in all, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming. Let's go.
Kyle Ligon, let's what else do we have? What does Kyle have to do to get into the playoffs, or at least into the top 4, Meg?
Yeah, so tonight Kyle can do a number of things. He needs to win modeling. And he needs to get second in data visualization and find at least one golden feature, which is if he doesn't eventually pull off that bump plot, it's going to make it all the more painful. He could lose chat and still get to the top 4. So overall, he needs 47 points. So he's got to do a number of things tonight. All modeling, right. Some data visualization, take or leave chat. So let's see.
So remember that, y'all. Kyle Ligon with 47 points. What was Jordan? Jordan needed
Jordan needs 28 points.
Okay, keep that in mind, chat. 28 for Jordan, 47 for Kyle. I'll be going over point minimum thresholds for all these contestants. Remember, it doesn't guarantee them into the playoffs quite exactly. It guarantees them a very, very, very high probability. And remember, the top 4 go into the playoffs, and the another 4 get selected in. And so I'll just briefly go over how we do that after the last week of the regular season. So in 2 weeks from now, at the end of the night, I will be opening up a vote, a poll, and that will be for chat to vote in 2 people into the playoffs that aren't in the playoffs yet. On top of that, the top 4 contestants, they also get to vote in 2 participants that aren't in the playoffs yet. So 2 slots come from the top 4, and the other 2 slots come from y'all chat. So we will be doing a ranked order voting. Think of it like all-star voting for sports. So if you don't have your favorite data science communicator in the playoffs, get all your friends to vote for them in a couple weeks from now.
Do you believe that we are halfway through Sliced? I believe today, right?
Yeah, isn't that kind of insane?
It is. It is kind of insane.
Like, there's 12 weeks of Sliced, and we're at week 6.
This is week 6, yeah. Ooh. Cool.
When is that vote? That vote will be, so that will open Wednesday at midnight. So July, when's the, let me consult the calendar.
Pull up a calendar, yeah.
That's August, or hold on, this is 6, 7, 8. So that will be Wednesday the 21st at midnight Eastern time is when the public vote will open.
Do I get to vote, Nick? Or...
Yeah, you're a part of the public.
I'm the public?
You're the public? Yeah, you're the public. Why not? Let's take a look at Jesse. Summoning the powers of XG boost, it looks like. All right, there you go. You know, I feel like Jesse does have a set of spells. For Team Jesse in chat, is she like what is her character when she's playing MMOs? Is she like a mage, or is she more of like a melee type, or is she more of like a support character? And what is she?
I want to make a guess here. Remember last week I was just saying things that were totally false, and then chat would correct me.
Oh yeah, make a guess.
Yeah, I think she's a tank.
Oh yeah, you think she just tanks out like she, you know?
Oh, yep.
Okay. Paul Beck says she's a priest.
Okay, very much not a tank. Okay.
Yeah, so a healer type. Okay, this.
If I had said paladin, would I've gotten like half credit?
I think so. I think paladin would have. I think paladin, and there are tank paladins. You know, that is a thing.
That's right.
You know,
it is.
Here's Adrian Medina. He has created himself a function. He is definitely using what looks to be XG boost or some flavor of gradient boosting.
Stochastic gradient boosting.
Oh yeah,
according
to
his, yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna fault someone for misspelling. As a person who rarely spells things correctly, more to you for writing comments, my dude.
Yes, I do see a heat map, looks like, from Jordan. So he's still sticking with data visualization, half hour in.
You know, that was one of the weak spots for Jordan.
Yeah.
Do you recall what his data visualization score was from his first lap?
Oh my goodness, no. I don't remember anything ever.
It's in the episode notes, Meg.
No, I have to pull up the episode notes, but I have to also remember which episode he competed in. So I have like 18 Google Docs that I'm opening up right now. Although I should say Jordan competed in episode 9. Somebody in chat will correct me. So Jordan got 6 points in data visualization.
So that's
looks
not.
like-
That definitely is not overwhelming amount of points in DataViz.
No. It is. Ooh, I hate to say this because I see Julia just jumped into chat. He did do better than Julia Silgi that episode. So Julia had 4 points, Jordan had 6, Josh 12, and Tony 8. Yeah.
Well, now that I remember, it's the Julia Silgi episode. That was the imputation nightmare data set.
Yes, indeed, this is true. That was a pretty tough data set.
In my opinion, I think that might come out as the hardest data set of the season.
So far, right? We
far.
can still make it harder, right? I'm already thinking about the championship data set and kind of what I have some ideas.
Here we are on Kyle Ligon's screen. He has switched away from Tableau, and he is now just starting his approach in RStudio. Remember, he did this last time. This basically gives him a 30-minute 30 minutes off from any work towards modeling. So he's starting 30 minutes behind everyone, even though he's done just a quantity and shotgun burst, a sprint, if you will, of DataViz and Tableau. So.
And I see that we've just hit the half-hour mark, so we have our prediction out there. Where are we going to see one of our contestants make a submission to the leaderboard before 9:30 Eastern? And in fact, the answer is no. We don't have any of our contestants. And this is, somewhat to my surprise, because we did give them a little bit of like a leading hint that they may want to make some submissions earlier. They have some incentive to do so, since there's, I think a better than, in previous data sets, certainly odds that they will be, there could be a tie. That's one element of drama that we may see tonight.
Very true. And let's take a look at the leaderboard right now. Remember, because it's 1% of the data of the holdout set, and there's 200, that means there's 2 rows, and this is accuracy. You need to get 1 through 200. You got to rank them correctly, meaning the top score is going to be 100, everyone else is going to be 50 or 0. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, and I click my buttons correctly, I am not clicking any buttons correctly. Here we go. We are seeing a handful of y'all submitted already. So we have 8 submissions on the board. And a lot
Minus, you can subtract me from that number. Okay. I should not be there.
Okay, -1 Meg Rizdal. We do have 8 folks on the board. I appreciate everyone submitting all the time, all the week, participating and hanging out with us, playing along. And remember, if you are so interested in participating alongside us while we do it like this, think about participating with us for real.
Yeah.
Next time we do the call for contestants, if you are someone who's been on the leaderboard a bunch of the times here and you feel like maybe you might beat out the likes of Jordan Wilheim or Jesse Mostapak, think about maybe being a contestant, y'all.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I would love to continue to see, lots of folks from chat follow along on Kaggle alongside our contestants. And I hope you're not intimidated by some of the recurring characters that we've seen from chat at the top of the leaderboard. Yes, Data Lab. Who is this mysterious Data Lab? Peter Owen is another recurring character. We do have a prize for the top contestant from chat. We have Kaggle swag, and we've got the NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute course training. But we're going to give away swag to whoever's at the top who hasn't won in a previous episode. So don't be discouraged. Get your name on the leaderboard, and maybe you'll win some Kaggle swag. And
that is
certainly make me happy. So
just for you, Meg, let's get a look in just for you. Let's get a look into Jesse Mostapak's stream, and let's see what Jesse Mostapak's costume might be this evening.
All right, she did mention that she was watching Bob's Burgers when we were doing sort of like the green room kind of contestant prep before the show. I see she is dressed up as one of the characters.
My year.
She is definitely dressed up.
Right.
Very cute. Very cute.
As, can I just do Y?
I love the inner look here. Jesse Mostapak, y'all, doing it live, and we're on her screen as well. If you are so interested in checking out Jesse Mostapak, feel free to dive into her stream. That's twitch.tv/Kirisi. If a mod wants to link that in chat, that'd be more than wonderful. Jesse streaming it. And remember, all the contestants who are streaming, they're over in emote-only mode. So if you want to have a little more interaction than just throwing emotes out there, come on back here and hang out, y'all.
I like the person who submitted from chat to the leaderboard who just named their team Oof. That's how I felt when I accidentally made a submission. But don't fret. The public leaderboard is literally just based on 2 records from the dataset. Virtually meaningless.
Yes.
In an even greater sense than previous episodes.
And to be honest, the idea, it was always the public leaderboard should just be like whose names are on the board. Who are you competing with tonight?
That's right.
Taking any information from the public leaderboard was always a little weird to me. I think folks put a lot of weight into that. We're over here looking at Kyle Ligon's screen. Again, catching up and trying to clean his data a bit. Let's go over to Adrian Medina's screen, and Adrian still jabbing it out here in Python. He is using the scikit learn gradient boosted regressor flavor for his GBMs here. So he has tuned through. It looks like the thing that caught him up in that first episode, Meg, remember, it was his predictions, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I really gotta watch the the condensed clips of Sliced on YouTube just to refresh my own memory what happens.
That's right.
But yeah, I do recall that. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he was struggling to get some predictions into the submission form, and now we definitely are seeing he's more than taking the prediction side of this seriously. This is most likely going to be the first submission looking at how deep he is in terms of the modeling side of this, right, Meg?
Yeah, I think that's right. Do we want to make that a prediction? I realize we haven't done a ton of predictions in previous episodes, and we could do another one. We could do, will Adrian be our first submitter?
Yeah. Why not? Like, do we think Adrian will submit to the leaderboard first? And let me just take a look here as to who has submitted, and none of the contestants at least have submitted.
All right. So we'll just do a really quick prediction. Do you agree with Nick and I that Adrian will be our first submitter tonight?
Well,
right?
Man. Well,
did I screw it up?
Because we can only do one prediction at a time.
Yeah, but I figured this one has to, hopefully, yeah. But we only did one prediction the entire episode last week.
Oh, so you're saying that you think there will be a prediction very soon?
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll take a look. We'll see. While we're doing that, let's take a gander at Adrian's bio and what he's bringing tonight.
Well, my name is Adrian. You guys can call me Adrian. That's fine. You guys can pronounce it however you want. People have a hard time pronouncing that for some reason. Adrian. I guess one of my strengths would be processing data from multiple sources, building pipelines, automation, things like that. So for this competition, I think feature engineering, trying to organize the data in some way that it can help me to build something. Lately, I've been really interested in sustainability. Doing what I can, try to volunteer, trying to reduce emissions, waste, and just do the best I can. Try to live this world better than I found it. I guess I started coding like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. So I'm pretty new to this. You know the Dunning-Kruger effect? A couple of months ago I was here, and now I'm like here. So I'm trying to get to here. I try to be humble. I think I'm pretty humble. It's just your average guy trying to make it as data scientist.
And what else do we have on Adrian, Meg?
So some fun facts about Adrian is that he's relatively new to data science, and he's really eager to learn. He wanted to be a professional musician until he was 21, and now he's a new data scientist. So pretty cool career switch. He was born and raised in Mexico, and he's here with a work visa, and Spanish is his first language.
Yeah. One of those things that Adrian was talking about with me when we were doing his interview was, he was like in a band for a while.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You have that in common with him.
That's
I wasn't in a band, but it was a symphonic band, which is probably not the same kind of band that
Adrian,
y'all were in.
That's it. Yeah. All right. Clearly the band thing didn't work out for me in the end, Meg. So.
Game show host, second choice.
Yeah, game show. I didn't realize that I was going to be a better game show host than I was a guitarist. So, but for Adrian tonight, what are we looking at in terms of making it to the top 4?
Yeah, so Adrian has a little bit of an uphill battle tonight if he wants to see himself in the top 4 after tonight's episode. He has to get 67 points. So basically, he cannot lose anything. He has to be first in modeling. He can't lose chat. He's got to pick up as many data visualization points as possible and golden features. So he's really got to turn things around from his first episode performance. But like I said, I think we kind of saw that happen in Landon from the pilot to our first season of Sliced, where he came in last, submitted an RNG, did awful, and then Landon is blowing us all away now in season 1 of Sliced, including participating alongside the contestants each week. His name is on the leaderboard today already, in fact. So I would love to see Adrian have a similar kind of story. So.
Yeah, and I think something that would be really, as a host, I shouldn't really put bias in anything, but Adrian truly is the points underdog tonight. It would be fantastic, especially from the NFL and sports analytics community on Twitter. He cannot tweet right now. He's been locked down into Twitter jail for a bit. So I would say on behalf of him, because he did say this to us not long ago, he would love to have that support from his sports analytics friends and community. He's done a lot of very amazing data visualization in terms of the NFL. He's created amazing submissions in terms of the Big Data Bowl and the Big Data Cup. So I think it would be really good for y'all in this chat, looking at some people in here like Ethan Douglas, if you could get the word out that our good dude Adrian Cadena Medina is competing tonight and would love the support from his peers over on Sports Analytics Twitter.
That's right.
Speaking of other contestants tonight, we are no strangers to Jessie Mostapak, and Jessie looks like our environment crashed.
I think she just had a crash. I saw that she exited Discord and just rejoined, so it looks like she's having some technical difficulties.
I hope this doesn't set her back Okay, it doesn't. So it looks like she still has her
Okay.
very strangely titled. If she were a spice, she'd be flower.
That seems like it might be a reference to something, but I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm unsure.
I don't know.
Which Big Data Cup team was he on? I don't know, but I'm pretty positive he submitted a Big Data Cup entry. I'm pretty sure I reviewed it on my stream, his submission, and it was very Adrian. It was very methodical
Was it?
and very
Yeah.
lively in terms of data viz.
It's super interesting, like how different the experience of competing on Sliced must be from, something like competing in the Big Data Cup or Big Data Bowl or just your day-to-day job. Of course, it's very different conditions. So, the things we see our contestants do, are probably not, to varying degrees, resembling what their typical workflows and working styles look like. So it's very interesting.
I see. Okay, everyone is saying that the name her notebook name is a Bob's Burgers reference.
That makes sense. Yes, of course. I should have been able to guess that.
That's fine. Ethan, TLDR, Adrian is looking for help in terms of community chat vote support from the sports analytics community that he can't really tweet to right now because, one, he's competing, and two, I believe his Twitter account is on lock right now. So,
who are we looking at here? Who's about to make a submission?
Yeah, we are looking at NS Champs, who has brought up an EC3 cluster. So, this actually makes sense.
Ooh.
So I believe last competition, he actually was going off of his laptop, and I believe he was having time rendering problems. So I think he's spun up an EC2 cluster.
Yep.
He's coding through our studio init. This is no different.
In a browser, yeah.
In his browser, this is no different than what he would be doing locally, except he's got a gigantic processing capabilities now in terms of CPU. So we'll see if this actually pays off for him in terms of modeling time. Let's go over to Jordan Wilheim. And Jordan Wilheim is looks like he's going over into his random forest modeling here, so perhaps not too far behind Adrian, who was tuning like crazy. I saw him have his he's made it through a grid search already, so I'd be very curious to see. Actually, maybe we should check now if he is.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on the leaderboard, so
yeah. Hey, look at this. Guess who's on the leaderboard near the top?
Well, I'm not gonna guess because I know.
It's none other, y'all, than our good friend D-Rob, who is making an appearance on the leaderboard right now. D-Rob competing next week, I believe, right, Meg?
Yes, I think that is right. I really should have these things memorized. Yes, next week, July 13th, we've got David, D-Rob Robinson, Greg Matthews, Stats in the Wild, Josiah Perry, and Ethan Douglas.
That's right. That's going to be a barn burner, y'all. So
yeah, did we decide who's the group of death for lap 2?
It's either next week or I think it's week 4, actually. They're super close in terms of simulation.
That's right. So then week 4, which could be our group of death, would be Landon Buchner, Scott Cole, Julia Silge, and Tony L. Haber.
So disrespectful, Nick. Oh, so oh, man.
Man, we're not seeing a whole lot of data visualization right now. Everybody's pretty heavily into the modeling portion, it seems like. So now I'm getting worried that we won't see a bump plot, but,
No.
sort of a case where, all of our contestants like swap over to modeling, get to the point where they're satisfied, then swap back to do the golden feature and data viz points mining that we've seen a few times.
Well, what's important here is this idea that Jordan, who prides himself in modeling, as you heard from his bio, he prides himself in modeling, and he has spent very, very little time doing it. So this is another plot we're seeing from Jordan. And I think he is, if not visually inspecting his data, trying to show his data visualization robustness here. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Ethan's requesting a poll for a bump plot. Now, let me just bring up what a bump plot looks like. Everyone has seen what
you've seen it.
Everyone has seen what a bump plot looks like. So let me just bring up an example. Here's one that looks like it was for some sort of sporting event. So on the y-axis here, you have the rank. The x-axis is probably some sort of time element like games played. In our case, in this data set, you have month and year. And then you have a hue for the grouping. So you could see the change, or as they bump up and down in the charts, in the ranks. You could see sort of where the changes happen, when it happens, and what it looks like. So they call this a bump plot. Yes, it does look like a subway style plot. It definitely looks like your New York City subway stop map here, or any type of public transit subway stop looking thing.
I mean, why is it called a bump chart or a bump plot? Like, that's, I don't know.
I believe it's like you bump up and down, right? Or like,
yes, yeah. I mean, it's always, I'm used to seeing, I associate it with like visualizing rank data.
Yeah.
I would call it a rank plot, but yeah. Maybe that's something else. Yeah.
Oh, Ethan said always called that a spaghetti plot. We see Beard Kenobi saying, I think it's like a line plot with large dots. Yeah. The only difference is that it's not, the y-axis is categorical in a way.
Yeah. We've got to check out Jesse's meme at the moment.
Oh,
speaking directly to me.
Let's see. Making data visualizations knowing Meg is going to hate them. Wow.
The good news is that none of our contestants need to know that they are creating a bump chart or a bump plot. They just have to create it. They don't have to know what it's called.
That's right. Well, that's just for the golden feature. Who knows what beautiful, artistic, museum quality data viz.
Right.
Jesse Mostapek might be creating for us tonight, you know, Meg?
Yeah. Literal museum quality with GGIRL.
That's true.
Plot package.
Shout out to our one of our sponsors, someone who is gifting the SLICED contestants and some of the playoffs and the champions some IRL art from anyone who plots a ggplot object. You could print it out, order it as an art print using the GGIRL package. Shout out to Jackie Nolis.
If I'm greater than Simon Cowell, does that mean like greater than? Does it mean meaner than? Like, what am I being evaluated on against Simon Cowell?
You're just the better version of Simon Cowell, you know?
I'll take it. I'll take it. Pause.
We do see Adrian switching over environments now.
Here we go.
He is in his, and it looks like he's probably timing himself 1 hour for modeling, 1 hour for data viz. So if I'm not mistaken, perhaps his run here for his submission, that's the last thing he'll be doing, and then he'll be doing everything else in terms of data viz over in ggplot in our studio.
Well, more chances to see my bump chart.
I love the I love your like the sort of reckoning of like, oh, is it not called a bump plot anymore? Like what do
I don't
people call
know.
it?
Wait, a bump chart, bump plot? I don't know. When I Google it, I mean, that's all I see is exactly the type of chart that I had in mind. So I feel pretty confident that's what it's called.
Afton asking, are we graded on having just having the top 200 in any order, or are we graded on having the correct rank 1 through 200? You have to have the correct rank. So 1 equals 1. That gets you an accuracy of 1. If 1 equals 2, that is wrong.
Wrong. No points.
0 points.
So harsh, so harsh.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if 1 equals 2 and you were close. We are not grading how close you are. We are grading how good you gave the rankings. You know? And to be honest, this isn't out of the ordinary, you know, Meg? Like when it comes to stakeholders, and especially some really straightforward, they want like really basic information given to them. Sometimes they want things like just give me a rank order, right? Like they don't care so much about like the nuances of hours watched. They don't care so much of the nuances of any type of particular metric, whether it's loss or something that's more scaled. They just want like, give me the top 3. Give me the bottom 5. Give me some sort of ranking. And so I always thought about these kinds of problems where you have to take hours watched, sort them, and then give them just a categorical rank. As something that's actually like somewhat of a true to life problem that you may encounter as a real analyst or data scientist in the wild. Why'd land on accuracy instead of, as the metric rather than RMSE? Drama.
Yeah, as stakeholders of Sliced, yeah, that is one thing that Nick and I do optimize for is drama. So it influences some of our choices.
Drama. It is dramatic. I know, yeah, that's right. It is dramatic. The when we created the data set and we thought about the metric, we did think this is going to be maybe the most controversial, which is hilarious because we already came from an extremely controversial RMSLE. I do think that this might be even more controversial than that.
Was last week's metric controversial, or did it just sort of like spark a lot of interesting conversation? It was a kind of a leading question.
I mean, both, right? I think
both. Yeah.
I think it's both. Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely spawned an amazing conversation in our Discord. People were talking about that for days.
Yeah. We saw blog posts from Julia Silgi. It was pretty great to see, actually.
Yeah, a blog post. The screen share was amazing. Yeah, it was incredible. I think we got a lot of people talking about custom loss functions and custom metrics in general.
Yeah, it surprised me because I think it was a very like obvious choice for the metric for me. But then, to see the discussion around it was pretty cool. Like I've told Nick, I love to see when we see what I've kind of started to call like sliced driven development. So when something from our show or the show kind of like sparks people to, create something outside of the context of the show, whether it's a blog post, whether it's a pull request, even D-Rob's, kind of like switching his channel up from Tidy Tuesday to Sliced is, all of that's pretty cool. So
I am
development.
That's right. I am absolutely loving the community and the culture and the energy that Slice is putting into this data science summer for all of us. Let's grow it even larger, y'all. Speaking of growing on this community, let's talk about a very popular, ever-growing data science communicator now on Twitch, Jessie Mostapek. Let's take a look at her bio.
My name is Jessie Mostapak, and I am a data science evangelist at our studio. I've been to a couple different schools. I graduated undergrad with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. I am all but degree on my PhD, going on 12 years now at MSU Bozeman, Immunology and Infectious Diseases. And I do have a master's degree from CUNY Hunter in Secondary Science Education. Okay, let's talk about me as an underdog, because my day job is as a content creator, which means for the past several years, I make videos explaining how to do things with code, but I don't really spend a lot of time coding. So I'm really looking forward to the part of this contest where I spend time coding. I am a boxer, so I brought my boxing gloves. I love to fight. I love combat sports. I train jiu-jitsu, boxing, and Muay Thai. So I'm very excited to bring those skills to Sliced. I'm going to go all the way in Sliced because I'm going to win the hearts and minds of the people, and the people will not be denied.
And we know a little about Jessie, Mag, but what does Jessie have to do tonight to make it into the top 4, possibly?
Yeah, so speaking of winning the hearts and minds of people, and the people will not be denied, what Jessie needs to do is, if she gets the chat vote, which is worth 15 points, then she needs to get, a comfortable second place everywhere else, and she'll be okay. So she is at 33 points is what she needs in order to advance to the playoffs, the top 4.
That is right. You can check out Jessie right now. She is streaming her process, her slice competition, right as we speak. Feel free to go over there, check it out if you want to see her point of view and follow along her stream. But if you want to talk a little, she's over in emote-only mode. Come on back here, hang out, and make some friends in the Sliced chat, y'all. Jessie is fan club, of course, very, very much well represented in this chat, and I'm sure by the end of tonight, whenever she ends up raiding us, she'll bring in even more folks. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to Jessie as we roll through. We are in the second hour now of the competition.
Yes. I've just given our contestants their first reminder, that they have just 1 hour remaining.
Taking a look over at the leaderboard, seeing if anyone's submitted quite yet, and right now, none of the contestants have put anything up there yet. We see the meme-worthy Bird Gang leader himself, Kyle Ligon, using seed set 42069. There you go. We have Jordan Wilheim not using any sort of memes for his seed sets. I'm guessing he's just going with whatever he gets in terms of his train test splits. He looks like he's getting ready to do an accuracy score prediction, and he'll probably be submitting sometime in the near future. Let's go over to Jessie Mostapak, and Jessie also looks like she is trying to train a model and get some predictions on the board. Sooner than later, we see Adrian, Kadena, Medina, and Adrian over here looking at his modeling. Was using a scikit-learn gradient boosted regressor. Looks like he was training on hours watched, which makes complete sense. He does have a note to himself. Not bad. Let's see how the untuned model does, and that untuned model is probably going to be what his baseline is. So if he's beating his baseline, that's going to give him some confidence going in to the prediction when we reveal them at the end of the show. And look at this, Meg. I know this was there before, but a little inspo, right, from our good dear friend Landon and Len Buchner. Using Bayesian optimization for his grid search, and we also see
it's crazy slow so far, though. That's the problem.
whenever I hear the word Bayes, in my mind I hear the word slow processing time.
Yep.
Is that mean? Is that mean?
Well, I mean, he said it right there, it is what it is. Ooh, we've got rank and year.
So close, Jessie. So
all
close.
Right.
You just need the hue. Wait, she's looking specifically at League, though. She's looking specifically at League of Legends.
Oh, just League of Legends. Okay.
But
Okay.
if she doesn't filter, oh wait, oh god, Meg, we are so close. She just needs to take game out. If she takes
Make
game,
it a line. Make it a line. We've just got points. We need lines.
no, Jesse, no. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's looking at it. She's
doing a little exploration, I think. But color equals.
This is so close. This is so
No.
close. Come on, you can do this.
Not in. You don't want that in quote.
This is so close.
Take the quotes out.
This is so close. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on Jesse.
Okay, while that's happening, let's go over to Adrian, and Adrian looks like he's creating himself some violin plots here. These look a little more like candlestick plots. Like there's a candle base with like
and then like the wick.
yeah. You know, it's a little
Yeah,
more...
a candlestick plot is an actual thing.
Oh, that's right. It actually is.
There is such a thing as a candlestick plot. Yeah.
Rapier plots. That's right. This looks a little more like a saber.
Like
if you
a
will.
saber. Yeah.
Yeah. Going over here back to Jessie. It looks like she is still doing something. But she's about to facet wrap. She's gonna go her year. So she's breaking. So this is similar to what Kyle did. Broke it out by month and then fasted by year and then broke it again down into game. So not exactly a bump plot, but so close.
And just the one League of Legends, which is interesting because I think that was also the game that Jordan was looking at or focusing on.
That is right. And to be honest, I know Jordan watches a good amount of Twitch and I know Jesse plays a lot of games. It is unsurprising to me that they both picked League of Legends.
Well, did I see that Fortnite was #1 overall in the data set or something cumulative, or I think over time? And when I saw that, I think it was a plot from Kyle. I really wanted to quote Lady Gaga. What is Fortnite? I think I saw a tweet from Lady Gaga recently that all it said was, "What is Fortnite?"
Yeah.
I'll have to share the tweet with you later.
See, that's
how I feel.
the difference between like Lady Gaga tweeting what is Fortnite and Halsey tweeting cosplay pictures of her as Diva from Overwatch. Just the dichotomy of two superstar pop stars, who the gamer is and who isn't. So
Yep.
we do see a time series plot here from Adrian, in a way that I typically don't see time series plots. He has y-axis as year, x-axis as hours watched, which is not the not your traditional time series. Usually you have x as time, y is your dependent, whatever the thing you were measuring.
Usually, yes.
Someone said Fortnite is Overwatch with diapers. I
don't know what Overwatch is.
You don't know what Overwatch is. Okay. We have much to talk about, Meg, after the stream is done. So...
As usual, even more so tonight than typical, I guess.
Back over here on the EC2 cluster from Kyle Ligon. And, I wonder, this does bring up an interesting question. Like, when you have sort of the resources to spin up your own virtual machines or your own clusters, and like, what does that say in terms of just people putting in a little cash into Slice in order to get computational power?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it that way, but that's kind of cool. We do give our contestants guidelines to not use GPU pods or something like that. Super machines or something or whatever. But actually kind of cool. The time that people are investing into Sliced. I think I like to see it kind of play out like our contestants like learning from each other week to week and applying that. But yeah, it's definitely very cool to see the time and resources
Kyle Ligon looks like he is training his XG Boost model. Remember, he won that inaugural, that pilot season. And remember that championship round, Mag, it was between Kyle Ligon and Jordan Wilheim.
Yeah. They
Jordan.
face off again. Ooh, Jordan is on the Kaggle leaderboard now. I wonder if would he be getting ready to submit?
I would not be surprised if he is, but I also wouldn't be surprised if maybe he's confused about what he's supposed to be submitting.
Oh.
Let's just take a big refresh here. And remember, y'all, 1% of your submissions will count on the public leaderboard. So if you want to know how you're doing, you're going to have to wait until 11:30 tonight when those get revealed. But we will do that private leaderboard reveal very soon, in about 50 minutes.
Right. I see Kyle was just on Stack Overflow. He's Googling around, kind of.
Oh, what is this? Oh,
What's his question?
Oh, he's looking at how to do rank order stuff, probably in XD. Oh, yeah. He has Google.
XG Boost ranking. Yeah.
Pairwise ranking, though. Did you see?
I love seeing this part of. I just love seeing this part of people's process, though. All of the Googling.
I mean, this
very
is
relatable.
This is true to life,
Yeah.
This is true to life.
Yeah.
Let's go back over to the meme queen herself. She looks like she is getting ready to. So, Meg, what would your tactic here be? You could either train a model on hours watched and then sort them and rank them, or you could train a model on rank and that's your model. What would you go with?
I mean, I would not ask me, first of all, as a person who's not a practicing data scientist. But I'd probably go, my intuition, honestly, would be to go on hours watched and then just rank that after the fact. But I don't know, how exactly in this case, our choice of evaluation algorithm may impact that. I don't know. But I would probably phone a friend for that question. Or say oh, what am I doing? Why did somebody ask me that? I'm a product manager, not a data scientist.
That's right. I would go with that route too. I believe if you predict hours watched and you get a really good hours watched model, then you just got to trust that the hours watched is a 1-to-1 with rank, and then you just cross your fingers.
I mean, my intuition is that there can be sort of the rank is an ordinal factor, right? And in a sense, the distance between rank 1 and rank 2 is the same, whereas that's not the case for hours watched. So, I think that's probably my intuition would lead me to train something on hours watched rather.
Yeah, I agree. I think hours watched is sort of in my opinion, the way to go. We see Jordan here actually going literally the opposite of what we just said. So it looks like he is Googling how to make a predicting rank.
With an ordinal regression? Yeah, interesting. Yeah. In principle, it can be done with an ordinal regression. Let's see.
He might be using a model called Mord.
Mord.
This, if he uses something like Mord, I will absolutely have no idea how he is doing it. I will have no idea.
Are contestants just on Stack Overflow right now, or what? It's kind of funny. I saw Jessie was also on Stack Overflow looking something up. Kyle.
She does have a line here that says we're going on an adventure. That must mean she is hunting for some Stack Overflow help. Jordan Wilheim, we just saw him doing some docs. It looks like he might be doing wait, is he? Wait, look at all these. What was he looking at? That was
sentence diagrams.
I think that was some ordinal stuff, some ordinal workbook.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I was a little nervous. I'm where did all that come from? How did we miss that?
Well, I'm in a world of hurt. I think so. So this is the thing. If you haven't had something like predict the ranking and get the ranking correct before, then the connection between train and model on hours watched, and then use hours watched to one-to-one rank the order as to which they're sorted in, then this is extremely foreign.
Yep.
And if you remember, Meg, from the pilot season, episode 1, Jordan, he had a problem with the holdout set.
He did, yes, indeed.
For those who don't remember this, Jordan in episode 1 of the very first episode of Sliced ever, the pilot episode, he left in a column that was giving him this really weird factor, this really weird and high importance, and he had a nearly 100% correlation. And it wasn't until he tried to use his function on the holdout set that he realized that that feature, that column, wasn't in the set. Meaning, all the work that he did for the last 2 hours was like a little bogus. So he actually ran through his modeling again, took out the thing that was in the holdout set, and he ended up putting in a prediction just in time. But the biggest thing here, which we all sort of remember, was please read the manual.
Yes.
The docs are very important, and it was very clear that that was the case. Not to put any salt in the wound here, but if we do look at the docs right now, if you read over the docs, the evaluation metric is accuracy, and if you look at the data description, rank, the rank of the game given the month and year, rank is determined by hours watched, where the most hours watched is rank 1 for a given month, year. So if you understand that this is a proxy for hours watched, perhaps you have that idea that you can use hours watched as your target. So
D-Rob says one reason that he likes submitting in the first hour, even if the rankings don't really tell you anything, it helps you catch problems with applying a model to a holdout set. I think there's a ton of reasons to submit within the first hour, ideally. And that is a great reason. Just it's one kind of piece of advice that I gave all the contestants in the first lap is, hey, one approach to this that can work well is to just make sure you've got something like end to end. It's going to give you peace of mind. It's going to make sure that, you do catch things like that. So I'm actually pretty surprised that we don't see any of our contestants on the leaderboard at this point.
To be honest,
how are you feeling about that, Nick?
It's absolutely scary.
It's always a little, it gets scarier the closer we get to, we'll soon be up on like just the half-hour mark, and we haven't seen like a tremendous amount of data visualization either. So,
we do.
Ooh, I see in chat, Jesse just submitted.
Let's refresh. Yeah, Jessie Mossback on the board.
Just for the satisfaction of seeing her name on the board. The rankings mean virtually nothing, but there she is.
Yes, it is important to be on the board, and that does bring a conclusion to our prediction, Meg.
It does. So we had kicked off our prediction earlier. Nick and I, had thought that we would see Adrian submit first, and in fact he was not. It was Jesse, just doing a double check here.
I thought Adrian was so close. He was already doing, he already had like a grid search, and he already had his model tuned up. I don't know why he just didn't throw it on there, but perhaps he's just waiting. Laying in wait here. We are seeing him try to work through a ridge plot. Some folks out there may know these by the old school name, joy plots. But
as in Joy Division?
Correct, because they look like Joy Division's album cover with all the ridges, from the sound spectrum. I forgot what the album was called though. Anyway,
It was called Fuzzy Bunnies.
let's see if chat corrects us here.
How long am I gonna be able to keep making that joke without it becoming totally obnoxious?
No.
Just stop. Just stop.
You just gotta keep on doing it. You just gotta keep going. Jesse trying to calculate Nick's next arbitrary golden feature.
Psych! These are my arbitrary golden features.
There was rhyme.
Nick's gonna top that one, the air density or whatever.
There was rhyme to reason for air density. One,
There was. Yeah.
you could absolutely decrease the features into one feature, and two, it actually was more accurate if you used air density to predict whatever the rainfall instead of using all the features on their own. It actually was better. The album was Unknown Pleasures, by the way. Thank you, Dude Ski Robinson, for the answer. And also for that Prime not long ago. Thank you for that, dude.
For a second, I thought the name of the album was Ouch to the Jugular. But Unknown Pleasures sounds a little bit more like an album name.
So Adrian working on a lot of data viz here. To be honest, I'm extremely happy to see him coming into Sliced this lap. This episode, and the confidence and the coding structure that he's using, the process that he's done from the beginning to end. We're not at the end, but so far it's been night and day, right, Meg?
That is right. But you know what, Nick? I have had a lot of La Croix tonight, so I'm gonna be back momentarily.
Okay.
If you don't mind covering for me.
I'll see
BRB.
I'll see you soon. How's it going, chat? How are all you? Shall we go around the horn? Let's go around the horn. Adrian Cadena Medina looking at some ggplot graphing here. He already has some modeling done in Python. Looks like he's running into some errors with his ridge plots here. Let's go over to Jesse Mostapak. And Jesse Mostapak looks like she may be trying to do some feature engineering, thinking that might be a golden feature from your dude, N-Dub, but that is not the case. Our two golden features tonight, Bump Plot, and if they could isolate games that only appeared on the top 200s once, and only once, those are your two visualization golden features that would get you 5 and 10 points. We haven't seen anyone do either of those yet. Speaking of doing things, let's see Jordan doing some what looks to be predicting rank, and Jordan a little on the struggle bus tonight, not knowing if he needs to predict rank, and looks like he's unsure if he unsure of the connection between hours watched and sorting that into rank. We'll see if Jordan can come out of this. He was leading his lap 1 and was the winner of lap 1 with his modeling. He needs 27 points to secure some breathing room into the top 4. Kyle, who did win the pilot season as the champion of Sliced from the pilot season, it looks like he is doing some parallel processing and will be working with his XGBoost model. He is on an EC2 cluster. Now that he's spun up, and it looks like he will be doing some... this might be some Bayes optimization. So
wow.
We are yet again in some sort of Bayes optimized meta. Thank you, Landon Buchner, for convincing everyone that Bayes optimization...
Sliced influencer? Like, yeah, thing now.
Bayes optimized grid search, it makes complete sense, but it is actually amazing to see the adoption of it from Landon's night to now with all these contestants. I do see something on Adrian's screen, which looks like a bunch of numbers. Quite literally, that is what we are looking at. Most likely, we are going to be seeing a plot after that. He keeps going for this ridge plot. I'm wondering if he just needs to cut some of these outliers to get this ridge plot to look like something. Remember,
do some log transform too.
One of the things that he was actually viral for not long ago was a very, very pretty ridge plot showing the importance of a quarterback versus the wide receivers versus the coach versus the defensive coach. So the coach that's their opponent. So showing the separation between what's most important in terms of gaining responsibility for points on the play. Extremely pretty data visualization. Looks like trying to recreate a little lightning here tonight. Let's go back over to Jessie Mostapak, who looks like she has a data set called LOLY. I'll be very interested to see whether or not that means she
she's right, and the data frame is WTF.
Bind columns lol.
I love how each of our contestants had sort of like a different way of expressing the kind of struggle bus that they're on with this data set, with this challenge tonight.
Was it really that hard? I didn't think that tonight's data set was actually that hard.
Well, I don't know. I'm dying to ask our contestants. So I may show up to your round table tomorrow when you talk to contestants, because I'm very interested to see sort of like the post game like debrief that our contestants will do in Discord on your stream tomorrow. I think it's more that it's like a just sort of different and different from our previous data sets.
I agree. We do, not that I agree because like I'm wrong. I agree that it is different.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Yeah.
That's well. Thanks for that gifted sub, unclean nasty fingers. I appreciate it, dude. Remember, those Twitch subs will get you no ads. And also, that money, if y'all don't know where it actually goes back to chat. So not a lot of people, I don't talk about this during Sliced a lot. This is actually the first time I've done this spiel on Sliced. Can you believe that, Meg?
I can't. I'm ready for it to happen.
Yeah, that money actually goes back to you, chat. So I am a manager of data science over at KSC. The money that I get from Twitch, I actually don't even take out the PayPal. I actually give back to my community. So if you have been in chat for a while, if you've been a part of this community for a while, and you are a student or someone trying to get into data science or get into sports analytics, and you find going to conferences, travel for conferences, flights to conferences, hackathon costs, registration fees tend to be a little overwhelming in terms of financials, just ask me, because the money that we get from this stream literally sits in my PayPal, and my purpose with that money is to give it back to y'all. So if you are someone who would rather stay one more night to get a full conference experience, let me know. It's probably only a few $100s out of my pocket, out of your pockets, ultimately, all the people who are gifting subs, subscribing to the channel, donating, using bits on this channel. That's all the community helping you out. So if you are interested in a little grassroots fundraising for the folks who are trying to get into data science, who may be students, and I remember as a student, travel was so hard, out-of-pocket fees were so hard, scholarships didn't cover the cost for every single thing. Having to take the Frontier's 6 a.m. flight versus taking the Delta noon flight, that was a difference that made me have to do a lot of things that I wish I didn't have to do in terms of comfort and stress, and it was all based around usually price point. So more than happy to give that back to y'all, the community the community I started from, and the community that I'm most appreciative of. So
data science and Santa, good old Saint Nick, making a list and checking it twice.
That's right. We do see so close here. We have month and hours streamed. If he turns this into rank and month, and he hues this by game,
Rearranging, yeah. If he makes a plot and changes pretty much every aspect of it, he will have a bump chart.
I'm just saying they're so close, man.
Yeah, it is close. It is close. I want it to be close.
This is just so close. Okay. It's not a hard. This can't be a hard. Meg, this can't be a hard data set, right? Like it's. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. Here we are with Kyle again. Let's go over to Jordan Wilheim.
I'm gonna be up late tonight. I can tell. I'm gonna be up late tonight.
I don't know, Meg.
I want to chat. Do you think this is a hard data set? Do you think this is a hard challenge?
I think it's just so like, crass. You know? Crass. Yeah. I think it's like kind of, in a weird way, a little blunt and offensive. Like, it's not scaled, so like you being off by 1, like if you say rank 2, and like D-Rob said, like 2 is different from 200. That is very true, but in this case, it doesn't matter. You might as well have been off by 200. Yeah. So it is so blunt and somewhat like wrong feeling, because your hours watched metric is probably saying you're damn good at this model.
Yep. Yeah.
But then you're gonna get back something like 15 or 10% tonight, you know, in terms of accuracy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So when you said crass, I had like a connotation of like it's offensive or crude or something, and I'm like, well, yeah, I guess if the data set's offensive, then I guess that is hard. But I see what you mean now by, yes, it's very like, straightforward. Yeah. I don't know.
It's just something that is extremely difficult to work with, and it's making probably people feel really uncomfortable with their predictions, because you know, when you feel that uncomfortable nature in data, when you feel that like rudeness of the data kind of throwing it back in your face, it does feel like what have I done wrong? But really it's what Nick Wan has done wrong. What have I done wrong to y'all?
I mean, I think they could be offended by the evaluation metric, because I think they're like, hey, they're just picking accuracy for the drama effect, which is kind of at the expense of, you know, our contestants tonight, right? So I could see that being a little, challenging. I actually do see, though, speaking of seeing things, Jordan Wilheim is on the leaderboard, so I think that is our second contestant. So
I do see that
half of our contestants are on the leaderboard.
Jesse,
we're already up to 20 people, so that's great.
Jesse and Jordan on the leaderboard. We do see some fantastic names and a lot of people who have been on this leaderboard before. I appreciate all of you. If this is your first time submitting to the leaderboard, please do it again. You know, not just this week, but every week. We got another 6 weeks of Sliced, y'all, so feel free to come back, and if you like tonight, if you like what's going on, if you like the vibes, stick with it. Every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Also, big shout outs to our supporters. Thank you, our studio, for your support this season.
We should hop over to her.
Also, thank you, Streamlit, for your support and contributions to the season. And thank you for your support, NVIDIA, and I appreciate that. And speaking of NVIDIA, I believe it's time.
It is time
to give away an NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute token. If you're not,
let's do it.
If you're not familiar with the NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute, NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute is NVIDIA has gifted 20 tokens to us, and we'll be using those. We're giving one away in chat, and we're giving one away to the person who is the public leaderboard winner. The winner of the leaderboard who is from the public, not one of the contestants. So we give away two. Person from chat who has the best score on the leaderboard tonight, and one right now. So if you are in chat, Give me 1 second to load up the giveaway. A few notes about this. Remember, y'all, that if you have won before, you can't win again. And if you have won one from the Kaggle being the best Kaggle score, you cannot win again either. So if we do see a name that pops up that's won already, we will move on to another name. So feel free to participate. The way to participate is literally type anything in chat. You could put a emote in. You could put, you could say hi. You could type literally anything you want. Spam.
See how easy this is? I just a little
spam those
sliced
emotes.
knife.
Spam those emotes. Feel free to do so, y'all. We got 91 people in chat. Right now, 11 eligible contestants. I'm sure we could get more than that. We'll do this in 5 minutes, so at 10:40 we'll give this away, so feel free to let it be known that you want to be getting this Deep Learning Institute code. Let me let's just take a look at some Deep Learning Institute courses that they may have available. Yeah. Some of these online courses. You got Get Started with Deep Learning. These are all self-paced. They have instructional videos. They have notebooks you could work through. All sorts of things that you can do to upgrade your own knowledge and get familiar with GPU-accelerated environments using NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute. You got stuff like integrating sensors with NVIDIA Drive. I don't even know what that is. Deep learning at scale. You want to scale out stuff. Getting started with image segmentation. That sounds actually pretty cool. Yeah, right?
I'm seeing interesting stuff from... Kyle is looking at some kind of like model visualizations, but I hear Jessie is working on a bump chart.
No way.
This is what I'm hearing. These
see.
are the leads. Oh, I see. Yep. Indeed. She has loaded library GG bump.
Oh, she has.
Which can only mean one thing.
We're on the precipice of a golden feature finally. Goodness. 4 more minutes before I roll the dice here, y'all, and the giveaways right now. We got 19 people in chat who are eligible. 19 people, y'all. Remember, all you gotta do is spam something in chat, say hi, do a smiley face, maybe a pog champ, you know? Who knows?
Hashtag sliced is good. Yep.
Up to 23, y'all. Of these 91 viewers, y'all have some deep learning background already? Is that why?
We are like literal moments away from seeing a bump plot, I believe. Ooh. Geom bump?
Oh my goodness, is this... Here we go.
Oh, it's technically a bump plot.
This does do it. That actually does do it. That does do it.
Not the most aesthetically pleasing yet. She'll iterate.
She's sizing down. She's sizing down to 3 from 7. That's 5 points on the board, Meg.
That is. It's our first 5 points. First golden feature of the night.
26 eligible folks. 26, y'all.
Ain't pretty, but it's golden.
That is true. Let's take a look at some of the other folks while we wind down here. We're about 25 minutes away, less than 25 minutes away. We see Adrian with his predictions. Has he submitted quite yet? Let's take a look. I guess see Jesse. We see Jordan. I don't see Kyle Ligon. I do not see Adrian.
Oh, I do see a Kyle.
Oh.
Yes, Kyle is on the leaderboard.
Oh, Kyle is, and it's champs
Yes.
himself. Okay,
That
so
is right. Along with Gregory Utt, not Utah.
yeah, it is not Utah. We're at 27 now. Wow, really? Just 27, y'all. 2 more minutes before we run the prize. Remember, these courses are typically around $100. You could get certified. You could put that on your CV or resume or whatever you want. I'm not sure what the time range is on them, but it is not out of pocket for you. You get whatever course you want. I'm actually unsure how far-reaching these go. I'm wondering if there's also access to other things with this Deep Learning Institute token.
Who are you watching submit a dumb pred?
Right now we are on Kyle.
Okay, dumb
again.
1 to 200. Okay.
So that is his second submission.
So his first submission was not dumb, but his second one was.
Yeah, here we are on Jesse Mostapek's screen, and Jesse has a much nicer looking bump chart here, but
Improved.
yes, fun that she's.
I have heard of Dota. I know what Dota is.
Dota and League, they're probably like the two major ones. Smite had a moment in the sun there not too long ago, and Here's the Storm, definitely one of the more advertised MOBAs. Jesse.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. This is looking a little cleaner. There you go, Jesse.
I'm not quite understanding I'm not really sure how this is mapping to the data. I don't know why we have looks like more than one line for League of Legends at a time for it's a little odd. Not sure how those. Yeah.
I think she's plotting lines per the rank and not lines per the game.
Oh,
they're not,
oh, I see.
yeah,
I
they're not
see.
kinetic. They're not connecting.
I see a nice plot from Adrian.
We do. Look, we got that ridge plot looking nice. I knew he was going to come through with that ridge plot at some point in time.
Yeah. Still.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It is time to roll the dice for this giveaway. Remember, if we see someone whose name came up before in a giveaway, we're going to have to skip that person. I am absolutely sorry if that is the case, but those who have won before are ineligible to win again. All right, 30 people. Let's roll. Congrats to Marshmallow49. Congratulations for entering and trying your luck tonight at the Deep Learning Institute token. So, congratulations, dude. Congrats to Marshmallow. Remember, if you really want a chance at those Deep Learning Institute codes, come back next week when we give them away. And remember, you can always get it again. Feel free to take your chance at competing on the leaderboard. You got one more chance tonight to get one of those. What do I do now? I will message you on Discord. Feel free to shoot me a message on Discord. That way I could send you the token, and you can use that however you want. All right, y'all. We are nearing the final minutes. Look how nice this
Starting to look, yeah.
There was a big increase in streaming in 2021. COVID, yeah, a mix of COVID.
I think this isn't the first data set that we've seen the COVID effect in, I believe.
Yeah, COVID and I'd say a mix of COVID and people realizing that streaming actually could be a legitimate source of employment.
Could be and is. Not for me or us, but it is.
Well, for us, it's definitely a fantastic hobby, Meg.
Yeah, indeed. Maybe, I think I was seeing some chat earlier, maybe for our contestants one day, SLICED could be competitive data science. Maybe it could be a career. So
we're going to convince Nick to try out R when this is all said and done. Tony, I believe it's been 2 years now, my friend.
Why would we try to do that? Why would we try?
I don't know what's happening. What's happening on these?
What is that? What? Whatever it is, geom cat, so it must be a cat. Size, whatever it was before, was not big enough.
Nans.
Oh, cute! It's Neon Cat. Aw, cute.
Oh my god, Jesse is striking hard and fast right now.
Beautiful.
Nearly 15 minutes left to go, and as champs, Kyle Ligon looking how to do some learning to rank. All right, you got 15 minutes, my dude.
15 minutes to learn to rank, yeah.
Yes, here we go. Jordan Wilheim. It looks like Jordan. What is going on here?
I don't know.
Oh no. Oh, he's rescaling and then ranking. Wait, this is too many steps. You don't need to do that. You just need to sort values, my friend. Adrian Kadina Medina, I learned.
Read the documentation.
Only 2021 matters. Only 2021 May matters. Only 2021 May. Inspecting the holdout set. Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
Did that mess you up? Oh no, I hope it didn't. I hope it did not mess you up.
I just want to pretend I didn't see that comment, that I didn't even read that.
Oh my, that makes me actually scared now, Meg.
Because we have not seen a submission yet from... Have we seen a submission from Adrian? Who are we still waiting on? Is it only Adrian that we're waiting for?
Oh, we got one from Kyle. We got two from Kyle. We got Jesse with her 1. We got Jordan with 2. We are waiting for... Yeah, we are waiting for...
All right.
Adrian.
Well, there's going to be... I'm going to call it, there's not going to be a tie. We've only got one person who's gotten, of the 2 that the public leaderboard is evaluated on, has gotten those 2 correct, and that's Peter Owen. So I have a feeling we are not going to have to deal with any tiebreakers among our contestants tonight.
Oh my God.
At least for the perfect... we thought we would see some perfect scores here, but...
Oh my God, Meg. Oh my God! Was this a hard data set?
We got it. Only the contestants can share what their experience has been with this data set. We've certainly seen a few sort of like, I think, flubs. Jordan kind of like overcomplicating the task, I think.
Popcat says that data was rough.
Ooh, all right, there it is. There it is, right from our contestants. The data was rough, but Jesse, you made a submission, so...
What? Oh, okay.
Dataset is a catastrophe. I like that.
It is somewhat surprising to me to think that the going from just sorting by hours watched into putting a range of numbers.
I think there's like some panic that, happens when you are under a time crunch, when you've got people watching you, literally live code. I think like some things that may seem obvious when you're not under that kind of pressure just totally escape your thought process. And unfortunately, it probably makes it worse to know that, that's literally happening to our contestants right now. But that said, I think, we've got like 15 minutes remaining. I want to remind chat that you do play a big hand in determining who we're going to see advance to the playoffs after this episode. So there is a 15-point chat vote component to our scoring tonight. So I hope everybody is prepared to vote when it comes time at the, quote, pencils down moment in just 13 minutes now. So be thinking about who you are prepared to vote for: Adrian, Jesse, Kyle, or Jordan.
Here we are with Adrian looking over some doc.
Reading, yes. Okay, so he's reading the definition of how rank is determined. That seems important.
Oh my!
Probably important a little like over an hour ago. Over an hour ago, almost 2 hours ago.
This is. I don't. Okay, Meg. I don't know. I'm afraid now. I'm actually afraid. I knew that the accuracy is not going to be good, right? Like, people aren't going to get exactly 100%. I did this myself, and the highest accuracy I got was 20%. 1 out of 5 I got correct. And most of the times I got it wrong, it was off by 1 or 2. I think my lowest RMSE was actually 0.4, which is basically right there. Like, I'm only off by 1 for the most part. So this is an extremely difficult metric, very, very rigid, brutal in terms of confidence building. But but this is the thing about it, is you have to just trust your process. Like that is the beauty of this, is the best process should win out. And it doesn't matter if you have low accuracy on a really rigid or rough metric. Good process will lead to good result in the end.
Who do you think has the best process from what we've seen so far?
Here's my title, Nick. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Who am I thinking with the best process? It's hard to say. I think everyone started off really well. I think everyone started with a plan. Everyone, tackled modeling first, spent time away from modeling in another session doing data viz, have come back to modeling at the very end, and we do have just about 10 minutes to go, and so all the processes are really similar. I'd have to get down to the nitty gritty. Personally, I enjoyed seeing Adrian go with Bayes optimization, but if he was predicting on the wrong thing, then I kind of fear that his really perhaps accurate grid search model, his accurate tuned model is going to fail him here. I feel that, Kyle, not knowing whether to predict on rank or hours watched, I don't know if he's actually gonna have a competitive submission here. Jordan's still trying to figure out whether or not you scale values in order to get some sort of sort. It's really confusing as to whether Jordan is pointing in the right direction here. Jesse also, I see with only one submission from Jesse, she's diving into all data viz, which makes me feel like she has just been defeated in terms of prediction here, right? So,
but it's really interesting, especially Jesse's approach here, because I just think of the volume of output she had from her last episode, and it was so much greater. It was just visualization after visualization. Here, she's only made one submission to the leaderboard and still hasn't really pulled off a ton of data visualization. So that's, I don't know. I wonder sort of what is the sort of mental state that our contestants in, and are they feeling, a little defeated by the data set, by the challenge? As a host, as someone who wants to put on a really good show, a really good, interesting game for y'all to watch, it does kind of stress me out to see so much struggling. You want a little, but I feel like we're getting to a lot tonight. So is this data set, do you think, giving our contestants more trouble than the flight, the bird strikes data set? The one with all of the imputation, etc.
I think it's a tale of two sliced data sets. One gives you frustrations because it's not clean, and the other, this one, gives you frustrations because you have no idea if you're doing well.
Yep. Yeah. So different sort of ways. Yeah.
So I do wonder what's going to happen. Adrian here going over his, oh my god, he's got 8 minutes and he's got to get through his model, and I think oh my goodness, come on Adrian, you got to do it. Oh my god, come on Adrian, you got to do it. You got to do it, man.
I'm just literally kind of holding my breath here.
We have Kyle with 3 predictions. He just submitted another Oh, sorry, this is Kyle. We just saw Kyle submit another prediction less than 10 seconds ago. Jesse still has one. Jesse is obviously not doing anything else other than data viz. She's trying to claw all the points away from the data viz. Will she do it? We see Jordan Wilheim with 2. The last time he submitted anything was 16 minutes ago. It looks like he's trying to put all his eggs in one basket now. Less than 6 minutes left. Sorry, 7 minutes left to go. Adrian is rushing to the end here. He is literally doing everything he can to get back some of that modeling that he did before, and he has loaded in the test set, and it looks like he might be trying to get the model into a state that actually makes any sense to him. And I'm so scared, Meg.
I'm trying to think if I was able to make my non-ML submission. It was, I don't know, I think I basically replicated the sample submission without knowing what it was. I'm trying to think if I was able to do that in 6 minutes. I think so, but man, it's not going to be too far off of RNG.
Well, he has. This is the thing. He knows what to predict on. He has the features. He has the modeling. The modeling went through right. So he has He has the recipe. He has the tools. It's just okay. He's going with the predict. But this is a predict proba, or he's predicting on rank, or I don't know what he. This is a predict just straight up. Okay, it's a regressor. That's why. Okay. So he has his predictions. Okay, the next step he needs to do is he needs to sort by these. If he sorts this, we're in the clear. If he sorts this, we're in the clear.
We saw him reading the documentation just minutes earlier. Hopefully he can...
If he can sort, we're in the clear. Here's Jordan. Jordan taking a stab at some data viz while I think...
I don't know. Data viz, or is he just sort of doom scrolling through his notebook?
I think he's just trying to cover all the bases at this point. Here's NS Chance. Remember that EC2 cluster. We'll see if he does have objective rank map. So he is actually trying to predict on rank at this point, which that is wild if he is. This is
interesting.
We are coming down to the final minutes, y'all. Less than 5 minutes to go, and he needs a data frame. That's not how you use that. Oh no. You don't need to set data. You could just set the preds through it. You just need to set the preds through it. Oh.
Nick, he can't hear you. He can't hear you. Do you wish that we could speak to them right now and just kind of drag them across the finish line?
Oh my goodness. Here's Jesse. Thank you for the raid, Jesse. All you Mostafarians in chat, welcome. Here we are with Kyle looking up GitHub issues for XG boost, because that's where you want to be. Less than 4 minutes go here. Jordan Wilheim looks like he might be trying to clean the data set. Oh my God, what is going on? This is absolute madness, Mag.
Okay, I knew there'd be drama, but I don't know. Is this drama, or is this just or as Ethan says, a bit of a nightmare?
Adrian now just needs to put this in a data frame. Wait.
Oh my God, 3 minutes, please. Please.
You just need to put this in a... That's not what the holdout set is. The holdout set is 200 rows. Oh my goodness. Less than 3 minutes remaining. Come on. Adrian, you gotta get something on there, man. Here's Jesse. Jesse with some Nyancats for y'all. Welcome, Jesse. Jesse's stream. Jordan Wilheim. He is... okay, this is for us. He's doing this for us.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Here's some...
That's a relief. Thank you. I needed some relief.
Looking for some data viz or looking for some science and tech category. That is where we stream, y'all. We are the science and tech category. Good. Very cool to see a little peak viewers in terms of
very nice
and tech. All right, back over to Adrian Medina. Looks like he does have some... Okay. Yes, sword values! That's what you need to do!
Please.
Just sort it by hour, come on, and then you just gotta put in a range. Just do a range. No, sort value, you gotta do ascending false. Ascending false.
Oh god, if it was...
No, this is
getting
it.
this
No,
wrong?
wait, that's not right. That's not it. You need the rank. You need the rank.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's not how you do it. You're gonna get 0 for this.
Oh god.
You're gonna unless you put in.
Is he gonna add it in Excel?
Yeah, that would be the other way. Okay, yeah. Wait. Oh no.
Delete. Good.
Rank.
Sort of good.
It's not 1 through though. It's not 1 through. It's the opposite. He did it when you sort. It's ascending. It's not descending.
Oh my god. He has seconds remaining.
Yeah, see, he realizes it. It's ascending, not descending. You just need to do descending.
But you could sort in Excel, right?
You can, yeah. You just need literally
Please.
just flip.
Oh my god.
Oh, he did it by descending. I saw him.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's not deck true. It's not deck true. It's... Oh, no.
No. Oh my god, he was so close.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Honestly, he may get as many right as the rest of us, I know. Oh, no.
That is... Ooh. Alright.
Jordan Wilheim with a density plot. We are at pencils down, everybody. Pencils down. Thank you, contestants. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. All 103 of you, y'all. All 103 of you. Remember, y'all, for you in chat, we have the popular vote. And Meg is setting that up right as we speak.
Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? I want to see everybody vote. Everybody vote for your favorite contestant. They win 15 points. And I am starting the poll now. You have 2 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Who's it going to be? Adrian, who we just saw just moments from making a submission. Jordan, Kyle, or Jesse?
Let's take a look at the polls, y'all. Jesse with her squad in chat. Looks like very well represented tonight. A lot of votes for Adrian. Adrian maybe pulling it back?
Come on. Oh, this is...
Oh, man.
This could be intense. All right. All right, I know that there's way more people in chat.
Data Dude in chat right now, that is Jordan Wilheim. You can also vote for NS Champs 2004. That would be Kyle Ligon. Adrian pulling into striking distance. He needs a lot more help if y'all want him to be at the top. Jesse with a very strong, commanding lead right now. Adrian actually scrolling through his notebook right now to take a look at some data viz that he's doing.
Good.
Nice. You know, you got to be proud of Adrian with a good amount of data viz in there as well. What an incredible showing from him. Oh my goodness, that... My heart.
Yes.
A few more seconds left on the poll, yo. Few more seconds left. Will Adrian get any more votes? Can he make up the distance? Needs about, 14 more votes. It is Jesse.
All right. Congrats, Jesse. Jesse wins chat vote. 15 points go to Jesse. And remember, she, definitely helps Jesse a lot to win the chat vote this episode. She needs a total of 33 to advance to the playoffs. So with chat vote locked in, as well as one of our golden features, Jesse is, so far only point getter this episode. But I am, wow.
All right, let's flip over to that host screen for a second, y'all, so I don't leak anything. Oh my goodness.
Don't leak.
No leaks. No Nikki leaks.
Don't even leak to me. I can't even see the private leaderboard.
No Nikki leaks tonight, y'all.
Oh my god.
Meg, how are you feeling after an absolute stressful one?
Like, can we just take 5 minutes? I feel like I just need to, like, get some fresh air and, like, you know, walk a lap around my building and come back, and then, because, wow, that was, I expected drama. That was a challenging episode to get through for our contestants, yeah, for us. So that is how I'm feeling.
Right there with you, Meg. Right there with you. I am going to organize the scoring right now, but do you have your data viz points ready to go, Meg?
I think that I do, yes.
Yeah, for what it seemed in terms of simplicity, the devil's in the details, y'all. This was absolutely something I did not predict would happen. I did not know it was going to be a floor effect. I thought there was going to be a ceiling, to be honest. I thought at the top there'd be just so many people close to 100%. But that was a knockdown drag out. There's no question about it. No question about it. Okay. Where is...
You have your whiteboard ready, Nick.
Oh,
you know what? I don't have my little... Here we go. Now I'm ready.
Blood bag.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be shocking.
Oh, you're not looking at the leaderboard now, are you? We still have to do the data visualization. Is that what's gonna shock me?
Well, let's do it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, y'all. Let's go over some golden features. Let's right now we have Jesse with 15 points from chat.
Yes, that's right.
And how are we looking at golden features, Meg?
Yeah, so for chat, if you missed the introduction of the golden features, and for our contestants who are probably just learning what the golden features are if they're following along now in chat, we had two. The first was to create a bump chart of rank over time. And the second was to do a more insights-driven visualization of a kind of flash in the pan effect, or were there any one-hit wonder games in the dataset, so short-lived popular games in the Twitch streaming dataset. We only had one contestant uncover one golden feature, and that was Jesse, who pulled out the GG Bump library and made for us a bump chart. So that is 5 points to Jessie, and along with her 40 points, or 15 points, I can look at the right number, 15 points from chat, that brings her to a total of 40 for this episode.
Wait, hold on. 40?
Oh, what am I doing? I am adding against the previous episode.
Okay.
20. I have way too many numbers on my screen, sorry.
Okay.
20, so she's got 20. Yeah.
Okay. So she's going into Viz with 20, everyone else with 0 right now. Let us go with Jordan Wilheim. Jordan Wilheim's data Viz points. Are you ready, Meg?
Yes, I'm ready. And so we each get 20 points.
Correct.
So, all right.
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Jordan Wilheim. Why 4, Meg?
Oh, well, I guess I could ask you the same thing, Nick. All right, so I will say up front that I think our contestants were, fairly evenly matched in terms of the time that they spent on data visualization and kind of the output that they were able to achieve. I think Jordan was maybe just slightly less than some other folks, but he definitely, had some nice visualizations, and I was honestly really happy to see it from Jordan, based on his past performances, not spending a ton of time on data visualization. So, seeing some of his area plots and kind of some of the insights about when League of Legends peaked in 2020, some of those things were nice to see from Jordan, but I have to evaluate just based on the episode and the other contestants, so that put him at 4 for me. Oh, Nick, I don't know if you can hear me, but apparently you're muted.
Oh, lol.
He didn't say anything interesting. Trust me.
No, I'm not a professional game show host here, y'all. I did. I also thought the same. I did appreciate a lot of his plots. I thought he did show a difference of both what the data was speaking to and also what his model was speaking towards. I would have appreciated a little more custom or more creative innovation in terms of data visualization. A lot of default looking stuff still, but 4, strong score. And I do agree with you, Meg. I think in terms of data viz tonight, it's going to be pretty close. All right, we're going to go with Kyle now.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Oh shit, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay. Okay. I'm ready now.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, Kyle. Why 4, Meg?
So I pretended I fake erased on my whiteboard, but I didn't have to because I also gave Kyle 4 points. He took surprisingly the same approach that he did last episode, time boxing, 30 minutes spent on some Tableau visualizations. I think this data set though kind of lent itself a little less well to that kind of visualization compared to the Superstore dataset, which I think is literally a dataset that's used to demo Tableau dashboards. So it was some data visualization. We were tantalizingly close to a bump plot or bump chart, which was really frustrating. And that was maybe his more interesting data visualization that he pulled out. It was kind of a small multiples almost effect that he had going. But overall, it wasn't sort of very deep or, visually striking or insightful necessarily. So it was still there. And, again, compared to the rest of the contestants, for me, he fell at about a 4.
I actually had him at 4 just for a moment, but I did think that the Tableau drag and drop kind of shotgun approach, it was nice and cool the first time around. I was hoping for another step, and to be honest, a lot of the contestants who didn't use Tableau had very similar, if not the same plots, and so seeing sort of less customized, less innovative plots as compared to some of these other contestants, I had to give him a little knock there. So would love to see him really go, maybe give himself an hour instead of 30 minutes and see what really happens in the Tableau world. But a little short in terms of my rating, even though I was super hyped on him in Tableau last time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go
It
with.
can't be maps, it can't be Tableau every single time. For the record, I would have thought it'd be really funny if somebody tried to make a map for this episode. I almost thought somebody would do it as a joke, but yeah.
Let's take a look at Adrian. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, Adrian. 3, 2, 1. Adrian. Why 6, Meg?
Ooh. Oh, this is so funny. Like I had 7 initially, and I was kind of like wavering back and forth. Yeah, 6 for Adrian. Oh my gosh, he did so much more kind of, similar to Jordan, so much more impressive work on data visualization this episode compared to his debut Sliced episode. And I liked kind of the iteration that he did. So we saw, some of his investments in plots that he was creating like really pay off, I think. I think there is like the quantity strategy, but there's also the quality strategy, and both I think are viable ways to earn our points. Really kind of depends on what your competitors are doing. I liked his emphasis on quality with his like ridge plots, some box plots, violin plots. Was interesting, the choice to do time series data with time on the y-axis. Interesting choice, but for me I was pleased, but it was nothing that really like blew me away that I thought majorly at the same time set him apart from the other contestants.
I loved Adrian letting the data breathe, especially with those ridge plots.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed those box plots. I think even some of the time series stuff that he ended up doing, that was really interesting. And it is that blend of letting the data talk that really gets me going when it comes to the data viz in Sliced, and I think he really let that shine tonight. So amazing for Adrian to show up, and I think, to be completely honest, he, as a person who went viral for data visualization, glad to see him step back into that data visualization form tonight. Last but not least, Jesse Mostapak. You ready?
I am, but first I have to say this is the portion that most feels similar to like a cooking show. Like, let the data breathe. Like, I don't know, like it sounds like we're sort of like talking about wine or something. It's great. But yes, that's it. I am ready.
3, 2, 1, Jesse. I think this is pretty clear for me. She again went with some amazing data visualization, not just related to the data, but also related to her modeling. She went everywhere from the descriptive stuff, faceted plots from the beginning, to really custom, crazy-looking, fanciful plots at the end. I think she really spent a great amount of time in terms of putting together a great visualization product. But I do think that with Adrian's attention to the data detail versus Jesse throwing in the means and seeing what shakes out, I felt like Adrian ekes out one more point simply from the creativity plus putting all of that into the context of the data versus the mean
Totally
dreams.
fair.
The mean
totally
dreams.
fair. Yeah. For me, like, Jesse definitely goes for quantity, but I think, one way that quantity can play out is just sort of like a ton of plots that all kind of, are just like basic EDA, don't cover a lot of ground. I think, she still manages to have like a lot of depth. Like Nick said, like some are, relating to her modeling, others are memes, and others are kind of like genuine, kind of like insights driven visualizations.
That's right.
Plus, I got my bump chart.
All right, y'all. What are the totals looking like going into the modeling round?
Yeah, okay. So first we've got Jordan, who has 8 points total, exclusively from Data Viz. Then we've got Kyle with 7 points, also exclusively from Data Visualization. Adrian with 13 points, with all from data visualization. And then Jesse, we have, this time I swear I can look at the correct numbers and do math. She should have 32 points. And she has so far picked up points in all categories. chat vote, finding one golden feature, and picking up 12 points from DataViz brings her to 32.
That's right. All right, modeling, y'all. I will say first, outside of the person who scored the top score, the highest score was 34% accuracy.
Okay.
But the person with the top score is from chat. That is Peter Owen, and he had a score of 96.9%.
Damn.
Yeah. 96.
It's like, did he look up the answers but then have a typo in the name of one of his... I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Well done.
So a pretty wild accuracy there. Very impressed with that one. In my opinion, that was possible. In my opinion, I think 100% was actually possible. Yeah, 96, right up there. The next, by the way, just not to... Well, I'll tell you that later. Let us go into the contestants. Now, for Peter Owen, you also get a Deep Learning Institute NVIDIA redemption code, so Meg will contact you through Kaggle for that.
Trying to remember if Peter has won a previous episode or not. But if not, then that is definitely true. We will reach out to the top chat participant.
Okay, y'all. Again, most people scored below 35%. Actually, everyone scored below 35% from now on, including the public people from the chat. So 27 people, by the way. Thanks for all 27 people contributing to Slice tonight. I didn't submit. I know that, Adrian. We will take that into account. Here we go, starting with Jordan Wilheim. Jordan Wilheim has a accuracy score of 3%.
Ooh.
3%.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Kyle Ligon, not Kyle Wilheim. I accidentally said Kyle Wilheim. But Kyle Ligon, he has a score of 0%. 0%.
Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. All right.
You have to beat 3%. You have to beat 3% to get the top score. Adrian, because he did not submit, he also has 0%, and because of the tie-breaking rule, they both got 0%. Kyle has a submission before him, so Kyle right now in front of Adrian. Last but not least, Jesse Mostapak. Jesse Mostapak got an accuracy score, and I don't know how this is possible, but 0.005%.
Oh.
So, oh, sorry, 0.5%. 0.5%.
Half a percent.
Yes, 0.5%.
Okay.
Meaning 1 correct, I believe.
Yeah.
Meaning 1 correct.
Oh my god.
So, that means Jordan Wilheim wins modeling.
30 points.
30 points to Jordan. And in my opinion, the way to do it, if you train a model on hours watched and then descent rank ordered them, you would have had something around probably 15% with just out of the box your typical random forest. But yes, there was definitely a possibility of getting near 100. But with that, the scores, 42 points, Jesse.
Yep.
Jordan with 38 points. Then we have Adrian with 13 and Kyle with 12. So I believe from what we were talking about before, Jesse needed a threshold of 33. Of 33, so this puts her in a good odds into getting into that top 4 spot. And Jordan needed a score of
28 or 27.
27 or 28, so he has a good shot at making it into the playoffs as well. With that said, y'all, another crazy night of Sliced. Another
Indeed.
crazy night of Sliced. This was the most stressful Sliced night, maybe? Maybe the most stressful?
Yeah, I mean, usually I think they, for me, kind of kick off with a lot of stress, doing like kind of the setup. Usually that's stressful, and then it really like ramps up to a lot of excitement and hype and less stress. But this was sort of like the other way around a little bit, yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's
your co-host now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Well, that was Slice Night. Stick with us through the raid. Wow, what an absolutely bonkers night. How are you feeling after that one, Meg?
I'm gonna be taking, I think, a week to process episode. It was different. I expected that. I feel differently about it. Yeah. How about you, Nick?
I don't know what to feel anymore.
We process.
The data set one tonight.
The data set one, yeah.
The data set one tonight. Let's go over to Code in Public. Stick with us for the raid, y'all. Give them a good tomb raid for us. But yeah, holy goodness, that was something else. Next week, y'all. Another episode of Slice, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see you there. Tune in tomorrow when maybe some of the contestants might talk about how they did their notebooks, but who knows?
We'll see.
I'm Nick Wan. I am a manager of data science over at KFC, and my co-host is Meg Risdall. Meg?
I am Meg Risdall. I am head of product over at Kaggle/Google. Or Google company. And you should follow me on Twitter, Megan Risdall at Twitter.
That's right. I'm Nick Wan over at Twitter. Thanks for everyone coming in, making it just another absolute wild one. And this was truly one that we will definitely not forget. So let's see you all over there at Code in Public stream. Have a good night, y'all.